Alright, hello. You may have heard there was yet another Trump shooting incident, okay? Trump evacuated after shooting incident at Correspondence Dinner. Okay, so you might have heard about this story. Some dude, I guess, I don't know if he might have let a shot off and then they shot him or whatever. I don't have the details on this yet, but Trump was doing a little press briefing and he says something interesting in this press briefing. So he's talking about uh, what's occurred and everything, but just listen to this part. This is, I guess you could go to this. This is the Forbes breaking news channel. I don't know. And it's Trump holds White House press briefing after White House correspondent dinner shooting. We're 5 minutes 46 in. Just listen to this a second, right?
We'll do it again within the next 30 days, and we'll make.
We'll do it again within the next 30 days. Is he saying that within the next 30 days, there's going to be another shooting?
Make it bigger and better and even nicer.
Bigger, better, and nicer. Bigger, better, and nicer. Okay. Obviously, what he's supposedly talking about is holding another correspondence dinner, but is he giving us some message in there that they're going to hold another shooting within the next 30 days? Got me interested anyway, that little bit in there. That's as far as I got through this video. As soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh, maybe that's going to happen. And I thought to myself, hang on a minute, this number 425 is on the dollar bill. It's on one half of the dollar bill, and I'm going to go to that and show you now, because one of Donald Trump's other shootings is also on the dollar bill, and there's also some really interesting number jumps from previous shootings and a few little things here in the background of the story that also tie into this. Okay, so I don't really know where to begin on this, because I'm kind of all over the place a little bit. I think where we ought to go is we got to go to the dollar bill and I'll show you the 7/13 assassination earshot event, and then we'll do something else. Okay, so here's a dollar bill. The first thing we need to do is we need to look, and I'll show you where so I want to put, hang on, I've got a line tool on and let's get red. I'll show you where hang on a minute, let's do this first. Let's do the earshot. So on the dollar bill, there are little markers, like there's a little marker there, here's a little fold marker, and here's another fold marker, and then on the other side of the bill there's a corresponding fold marker, and so you can fold a line across here, from that one to that one, and you can put a fold line in here and you get the Hoover Dam. This is stuff that I've shown before. But these fold markers, okay, there's also some hidden ones that you can't really see, but if you follow the pattern of what's above the fold marker here, you'll see, look at this pattern here, where my cursor is. See that sort of white archy pattern there? Okay, I guess I should just put a brush on for a second, hang on. So there's this kind of pattern there. Well, that is repeated underneath here. So we know there's a fold marker somewhere underneath here, but we can't see it because of what's on the surface there, okay? So let's get rid of this stuff, and we'll draw a line. Let's draw a line from where this fold marker is underneath here, okay, straight through to the other side. There's another one underneath that side there, okay? And so this gets you to the Donald Trump ear wound shot, okay? So if I draw Donald Trump's ear in, as he was the president. Okay, so Washington is the president, Donald Trump being the president. You'll see that Washington's ear, where Donald Trump got shot, yeah, is right on where Washington's ear would be on this fold marker. Okay, now if we go to this side of the dollar bill and we actually look and count leaves and berries, what we'll see is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 leaves up here, and then there's 1, 2, 3 leaves down here, and 1 berry right here. 7/13 was the date for that ear event, okay, with Donald Trump. That, to me, is insane. Absolutely insane. But now if we look at this White House Correspondence Dinner, what you'll notice here is, it's a bit difficult to see this. This is not a very good image, but there's actually, I'll just tell you what there is. There's 4 berries down here. There's 5 leaves down here. Okay, and then there's another 2 leaves right here. Okay, this is, so if we put it in that order, this gives us the date for this correspondence dinner thing. Yeah, normally I use this as a 9/11 date, because 9/11 was on the 254th day of the year. Okay, so 254 is also right here, just depending on which way around you put your numbers. Okay, so this is what was interesting about this, is I'm like, oh, that's in the dollar bill as well. Okay, and interestingly enough, within the next 30 days, there's a couple of other number jumps, there's a couple of other numbers that are in this dollar bill that point to that quite ominous. Okay, so one of those numbers is actually at the top of the dollar bill here, which is these 5 leaves here. Okay, and these 5 leaves, and there's also a berry right here. So this gives us 5, 5, and 1. Okay, which could be the 15th of May coming up. Okay, so that has some, I'm going to show you some number jumps here in a second with these numbers. That's pretty interesting because it's right here in the top of the dollar bill, and it's a really important number jump as well. Okay, and just out of coincidence as well, actually there is no, we'll come back to that. I'm thinking ahead too much here. We'll come back to this in just a second, but there's one other number what I want to show you real quick as well, which is actually really ominous as well, and that is, if we look at these leaves and berries that are down here, okay, if you count them up on the regular dollar bill, this one that we're looking at right now, these sets here, what there appears to be in these 2 sets is 8 leaves and 5 berries. Okay, and 8 leaves and 5 berries. That's what there appears to be there, but actually this, I'm going to draw the line in, this right here, this set of leaves and berries, which is pointing to the what? To the heart area here, and could indicate, let's see, let me undo some of that a second, shot through the heart here. Okay, and this could be blood piling out from being shot through the heart here. Okay, so not only is 5/8 an interesting date, but secretly in here as well, there's also a 5/9. Now, without spending ages showing you why that's a 5/9, we'll go to a bigger picture of the dollar bill and I'll explain it. But in the older version of this print or this design, there's actually a leaf that you can see a lot more easily right here. And to cut a long story short, instead of 8 leaves, there's 9 leaves. Okay, and you can still make out part of that leaf in this in here as well. Okay, so 5 9 5 5 8 5 9. We're going to look at some number jumps with that. This is mental, I'll tell you. And this could indicate being shot in the heart here, just like he was shot 713 in the ear here with this marker. Okay, and actually what is interesting is the little owl is up here. So this is interesting that there's a directional thing coming from over here somewhere anyway. So there may be, I don't know, there may be some more to this that I haven't thought about too much yet, but there may be something to this up here connecting in with this. Obviously 5-1 is right here as well. See right here, this is also Mayday, 5-1. Okay, and there's several other numbers you can get out of here as well, actually. And also right down here is 5-4, so you could take the 4th, may the 4th be with you. Okay, this would be really interesting as it's, you know, directly tied to this again. Okay, so we'll look at some number jumps with these dates as well, how they correspond with one another. I haven't got everything in here, but I just put a few in just to get started with. Okay, I'm trying to think, was there any other dates? Not off the top of my head. There's also a 10. There's also a big number 10 that appears in here as well, which is also really important with the final fold in the dollar bill, I guess. So there is a big number 10 in here, which could take us to May the 10th as well. Okay, right, let's look at some of these. I think let's go back to this and let's go through a few number jumps with this. Okay, so the next 30 days, what have we got coming up? Well, let's look at, actually let's do this one first. Let's do the 666 one. So this is from the last shooting through to 5-9 is 666 days. Okay, and this is also works for the 10th. Okay, so just saying about the 10th. And this would also be very interesting with like Mayday. Okay, because it's a 5-1 numerology, right? So, but this is really interesting, and in fact, if we do the unclick date as well, which is 665, let me show you something real quick. Let's go to this. You'll notice that in this table, this number right here is 665. Okay, and it's a 313 reference. So we're actually going to see a reference to 13 as well. And don't forget, 5, obviously 5 is May. 3 used to be May as well in the old calendar. Okay, so the 3rd month in the old way of doing things was May as well. So a little slight connection there as well. But again, the correspondence dinner. Okay, we can just split this off 20. So you see how this is kind of interesting coming up. See how these tie together, and then also this 5-9 stuff here. We're also going to see 5-9. You're going to see that this is also tied in with the number 14 as well, right here as well. Okay, it's got 14 either side of 5-9. Let's just look at something real quick. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, from 425, from this deal, 14 days. Okay, we're at 5-9. So it looks real interesting. 5-9, very interesting indeed for potential shot through the heart event. Now, I would also as I'm talking about shot through the heart, hang on a minute, what's this one? Oh, this was to Mayday. Okay, so this was the Mar-a-Lago. I believe they had an aeroplane in a no-fly zone or something. I don't know. Anyway, from then through to Mayday is 33 days, which I thought was also interesting. And if we look through to 5/9, it's 41, like our 14 back there. So again, very, you know what I mean? It's just backwards. Okay, that is, very, very interesting indeed. So you have the connection to Mayday with 33, which is a death and resurrection number. So Mayday is encoded in this as well with 33, and then it's 41, which corresponds with the Correspondence Dinner. Maybe that's a truth drop right there. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, what else have we got, Dan? Now, this is something different. Okay, I want to talk about this because there is a slight this is marginally interesting as well, and I'm not finished this yet. There's a couple more things I want to check, but when this happened, supposedly Wolf Blitzer was. I've got this up here. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Where is this? Correspondence Dinner. I'm sure they said that the guy ran past. Yeah. CNN anchor Wolf Blitzer, who was outside the main ballroom at the time, reported being only a few feet away from the gunman. So they have this wolf connection, and then I think they've called him also in some of the headlines a lone wolf attack. In fact, I think it was. Did I have it here? What was this? Yes, lone wolf. So this wolf connections. There's been a couple of wolf connections, right? Again, the 666 thing. This 666 thing. 666 appears in Pulp Fiction right at the scene where we had the Iran stuff, okay? And the wolf, who is Harvey Keitel, actually ends up getting Jules and Vincent out of trouble because they blow Marvin's head off in the car, which is that's taken from Who's That Girl, that scene. Now, his birthday is May the 13th, the wolf, okay? We had some connections earlier on in the year with the wolf, with a bunch of wolf stuff to do with Michael J. Fox and Teen Wolf. Okay, so there was some really interesting stuff earlier on in the year with that. And again, Harvey Keitel's popping up. May 13th, okay, is his birthday. So this Pulp Fiction connection, yeah, with the 666 opening Pandora's box, okay, the resurrection, yeah, seeing the golden phallus for the first time, finding the golden phallus, which is the resurrection, okay. I don't know. This is, and of course, death and resurrection. It's pretty interesting anyway. But what I did do, one other thing that I did do, I don't know if I had anything with the. Oh, here, what was this? A couple other dates, right? We'll go back to the wolf thing in just a second. I think maybe we won't. I feel like there was something with the wolf. Oh, it's 19 days on from the Correspondence Dinner. 19 again is a pretty interesting number with it's a reset number. Okay, what do I want to do here? And let's think. This was the golf course shooting incident through to 5/15. Now remember, I was showing you the 15th of May is right there at the top of the dollar bill. It's our 155-day jump normally with with the leaves at the top of the dollar bill, right? So it's a pretty strong number as well. And that happened to be 607 days since this thing, right? And what was interesting about that was it was 111 prime. Okay, so another date of interest. I don't think it's just. I think 59 is the strong date, but I thought I'd better mention that as well. Okay, what else was in here, Dan? Come on. Okay, so two more things. Shot through the heart. Okay, and actually I haven't. I feel like that's a different song. Hang on a minute. We want to do "You Give Love a Bad Name" by Bon Jovi. Okay, so you know it. It's got the lyrics "shot through the heart" in it. Okay. 7/23/86, okay, is when that song was released. Okay, 7/23/86 through to 5/15, 14541. Okay, interesting palindromic number. I also did the release of "Shot Through the Heart," which is the album by Bon Jovi. Okay, it's the release date of the album "Shot Through the Heart," right? And that happened to be 15451 days. Okay, through to Harvey Keitel's birthday. So I thought, that is, I'm going to say, that is actually, it's the same numerology, a different palindromic number. Okay. Now, what is interesting about this, though, I know this is kind of random, but where I'm going with this is that this ties back in with this 5/9 date, okay, because of our angle, because of that, where that is on the dollar bill, yeah, because of this angle where this 5/9 is right here, is the spray, the splatter from getting shot through the heart right here. Okay, so 5/9 is that angle. Now I don't know about the connection with the wolf. I don't know. I'm not really quite. I'm not 100% sure on it, to be quite honest. Why we've got to have a. But it's in Pulp Fiction, and we've had all this Iran stuff has been connected in with Pulp Fiction. Okay. So I mean, what else to say about it? I feel like I'm just having a look on here to see if there's anything. Also, just check that out as well. Just also check out the 5/9 and the 7/13 there, the other shooting. Okay, and then look at our 6/7 tying in with this. So yeah, right, 607 Mayday with the 33. I mean, I don't know, I mean, just there's a lot of stuff right here, a lot of stuff. Okay, I don't know. Also, Pulp Fiction is, with this Harvey Keitel connection as well, Pulp Fiction is, where is Pulp Fiction? I thought I had it up here. It must be in the Harvey. Oh, by the way, he's going to be, so he'll be 87. He's 86 right now. Okay, 154 minutes long. I don't know. That just looked interesting as well. I don't know what else to say other than tons of interesting stuff, really, isn't it? Remember, we had, I believe that was the 15th, if I'm recalling correctly. I know it's only been a few days ago, but that last thing that we were dealing with Pulp Fiction was, wasn't it 4/15 with the Ezekiel reference. Okay. Again, the wolf, the guy that solves the problems. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, right? Because there's actually way more things that are floating around in my mind, as you can probably tell. So I'm all over the place with this, really. But let's just recap. Are we going to see Donald Trump have this same event, but maybe with a, maybe this is getting hit this time, okay? Okay, I don't know. In the next 30 days, is this going to happen again, and is it going to be big time? I don't know. Obviously, it'll be a fake event, but will he be going to Bowie Island here in the next 30 days? It will be interesting to see anyway. Or is it just nothing? I don't know. There's definitely some hot stuff going on. This is definitely super duper hot. And the fact that it matches up in here is also super duper hot. Okay. Also, don't forget that 713 is also right here as well. So there could be, there's our Harvey Keitel's 86 right now. And maybe we'll see some kind of 821 reference. Maybe this shooter will have a 821 birthday or something stupid. Or maybe it's an 821 in the gematria with his name when they release it. I don't know. But I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that's crazy with this. I'm gonna leave it there because I'm really right now I'm just thinking out loud quite a bit. So anyway, I'll probably do a follow-up to this one, to be quite honest. I'm gonna have another look at some other bits and pieces here. So anyway, I'll catch you on another video soon. Thanks for watching, and good night. God bless. All right, bye.